Hello Pisces, my name is Agatha and this is your tarot forecast for March 2017. This is a very general reading. If you'd like a private consultation, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com and I'd be delighted to work with you. This month is going to be a 12-card reading and I'm going to use the astrological wheel, and the first card represents the first house, the second card the second house, and so on. Plus, I'm going to show you 6 symbols to make this reading a bit more personalized for you. And I'm going to ask you to pick one symbol, okay? Just pick one. So the symbols are lady, room, house, military person, child, and cornucopia. Pick one, okay? Shuffling, 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 shuffling. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's start, Pisces. If you picked the symbol house, the first 2 cards are more relevant for you. By the way, how many major arcana cards you had? You had 1, 2, 3. 4 major arcana cards, Pisces, for March 2017. So for some, not for all, it might be a very eventful month of endings and new beginnings, which kind of explains the first card, which is the Temperance card, major arcana card. So your point of view would be like, I should be patient. You're going to be patient this month. You will try not to be harsh. You'll try not to make impulsive decisions. You're going to be patient and moderate and kind of wait and see. Also, this card also speaks to me of your guardian angel has your back. But most of all, in March 2017, your point of view is let's be calm, let's be temperate, let's be patient, and not just act without thinking. It's kind of take a step back and just wait it out, kind of way of behaving for you this month, Pisces. In the second house, you have the 2 of Pentacles. So in the second house has to do with money, the money that you earn, your salary. It's going to be kind of unstable type of month in terms of money. So you might feel that you don't have enough money, that you have to take from one side to put on the other. You cannot spend here because you have to pay that bill or something like that. Or the money that you earn isn't all that much. Isn't the money that you expected. There's some instability in terms of your salary, in terms of the money you bring home. So if you pick the symbol lady, the next 2 cards are more relevant for you. In the third house, you got the world. The world might be new beginnings and also the completion of a cycle. So if you have siblings, there might be a completion of a cycle to siblings, to a sibling, to your sister, to your brother. Why is the completion of a cycle? Example. For instance, maybe your sister is 9 months pregnant and has a child. A completion of the cycle is she stops being a fiancé and she gets married. Your brother, for instance, moves away to a different job, or the job that he had just ends. There's something ending in the life of a sibling or siblings. Something that just, it's done. It lived what it had to live. This could be a relationship also. So it lived the most it could live, and it ends. Again, this is in the life of a sibling. Or it could be this card also means success. So for others, it could be lots of success for a sibling, and you are the witness of that success for a sibling or siblings also. This card is also connected with the way means of transportation. Let's say your car. Maybe there's an end of a cycle for your car. For others, it could be you get to buy a very luxurious foreign car because you have the money for that. It could be that. Others, it could be like a message that comes your way that will end the cycle. A message that ends something. Okay? It can be any sort of thing. or a message of great success. I don't know what it is, okay? It could be one or the other. It could be a short trip within your country that will bring you success of some kind also. In the fourth house, you have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles might represent, because this is a very general reading, a man or a woman, from a Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo. This is an older person from up to in his or her late 30s or after the age of 40. This is a very pragmatical sort of person, grounded, kind of the opposite of you, Pisces. I'm sorry to say, Pisces are a bit like, they fantasize a lot, but this person is very good with money. He knows how to, knows how to deal with money, knows how to deal with everyday life type of things. So this could be, for instance, this could be your spouse. This could be someone older, like a father figure. It could be your grandfather. It could be your father-in-law also. And you'll have to deal with this person, for instance, in March 2017, Pisces. You're talking more to him or her, because this is a very general reading. Maybe this person is giving you advice. Maybe this is someone from your family is giving you advice in terms of money. Now, this could be, because this is money, this could also be anything to do connected with your house. Maybe you're asking for a loan to the bank, to an institution, and you give your house as a guarantee, or for the first time which also explains the world in the third house. The third house is also connected with neighbors in the neighborhood where you live. So there's an end of a cycle for some of you in the neighborhood where you live. Why? Because finally you have the money to buy a house, and you go to the bank. In March 2017, the loan gets approved, and you get that loan, and you get to buy that house that you wanted, or that flat, and you move to a different neighborhood. It could be that as well. And now, if you picked the symbol military person, the next two cards are more relevant for you. In the fifth house, you got the three. Ooh, this is a good card, the Three of Cups. You're celebrating something with your spouse. It could be spouse, it could be your boyfriend or girlfriend. You're very happy for some reason. Maybe because some of you have bought a house, that's why you're happy. There's some sort of celebration and happy news connected with your boyfriend or girlfriend, or your children. Maybe your child gives you a news that will that make all of you celebrate. Maybe your kid is celebrating because he or she got into the college that they wanted, or got the job that they wanted, something like that. Or maybe a child was born. Maybe you're working on a creative project, and working on this creative project really makes you happy, and you're sharing that with your friends, sharing the joy that you have working on this creative project with your friends. Or you're celebrating because this creative project just brought you something, a prize, money, whatever, something. In the sixth house, Pisces, you got the Knight of Pentacles. Things are not moving very fast in terms of your work. I would say that, yeah, you have work, but things are like you're not advancing all that much. You're not earning a lot of money, and the type of job that you do, it's very boring. It's same old. There's not much change. Maybe you have to deal with a colleague who's very annoying because he or she is very detailed oriented, wants to do things step by step, slowly, who might be someone from a very conservative young person, conventional, boring, annoying, from a earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. If you like exercising for the first time or something like that, you're bored with your exercise, or you're bored with the type of food you eat, with your diet. There's like some sort of boredom connected with your work. Okay, just a moment. Hi again, Pisces. I'm sorry about that. Now let's continue. I'm sorry. The Knight of Pentacles, still on the 6th house. This could be that you don't see the changes in your health, if there's any type of changes in your health, or you don't. They are progressing very slowly. There's a progression, yes, but everything is just so slowly. That's the feeling that you get. If you're doing some sort of exercise program, if you change your diet because you want to lose weight, Pisces, this month in March 2017, it's like you have to work so hard just to lose a pound or something like that. You don't see, there is progress, but it's slow and steady, slow and steady. It's kind of like that, okay? So moving on, Pisces, if you picked the symbol child, the next two cards are more relevant for you. In the 7th house, you got the 5 of cups. So maybe you are feeling a bit sad in connection with your marriage, with your spouse. You're feeling guilty. Maybe you had a fight with your long-term partner, something like that, and you feel that you've lost something which was very essential in your marriage or in your romantic partnership. If it's not you, it's your spouse who's feeling like this. For others, if there's any type of signature of a contract connected with work, for instance, you feel that you are losing something. This contract, if you have a new job, for instance, if some of you had to move to a new job because you absolutely had to work because you didn't have enough money, so you have a different job, for instance, some of you sign up a contract because the 7th house is connected with the signature of contracts, but you feel that you don't have much rights. You're not gonna earn a lot. Also, you feel that this is not a very good contract for you. That's the general feeling. The 7th house is also connected with your second child. Doesn't matter if it's a boy or girl. It could be that you are disappointed with your second child, or your second child, he or she is disappointed and feeling guilty about something. He or she is feeling very sad about something. Let's say that I just said, that one of your kids just got into the college, for instance. The college, they're celebrating. The 5th house is it's the house of children, and also represents the first child. The 7th house represents the second child. The 3rd house represents the 3rd child, and so on. So maybe your first kid is celebrating something, or your 3rd kid is celebrating something, but your second child isn't. He or she is sad. He or she is feeling guilty. He or she feels like something important to him or her got lost. Now, maybe he or she got dumped. They didn't get into the college that they wanted. They got fired. Something like this. But they're not feeling all that great. In the 8th house, you got the Fool. The 8th house is the house of shared resources. So this kind of makes sense in terms of there's something to do with your marriage. This is a new beginning. The 8th house is also connected with its share finances, yes. So it's a new beginning in terms of share finances. Maybe some of you, there's a marriage or partnership that ends, so you need to move to a new place, or your spouse or your partner moves to a new place. Therefore, the money that you have, which also explains the instability that you have, maybe the money that you earn isn't enough. There's a new beginning in the money that you have with your long-term partner. Why? Maybe because some of you have a new partnership, and maybe the other person doesn't earn a new love and doesn't earn all that much. Maybe your spouse, at least in March 2017, left the house, or you left the house. Therefore, there's a new beginning in terms of shared finances, where you have less money, I would say, and there's some instability in that regard. Or if it's not that, maybe your spouse, who's feeling sad and he or she is feeling like he or she lost something important, maybe they lost their job. This is why there's a new beginning in your shared finances. Why? Because there's not enough money, because they lost their job. So, there's less money. And others, it could be a new beginning in terms of intimacy, in terms of sensuality, in terms of sex. Why? Because you maybe some of you have a new boyfriend or girlfriend, or others it could be an ending in terms of a long-term partnership. What else? This could be also an inheritance. Some of you might be getting an inheritance. Okay. Now moving on. If you picked the card cornucopia, the symbol cornucopia, the next 2 cards are more relevant for you. In the 9th house, you got the Page of Swords. Now this is, I'm sorry, this could be a message that you get from your in-laws, communicating something. I don't know exactly what. It could be something like, hey, your niece got into the college that they wanted, or they got a new job, or my son or my daughter, that's the in-laws talking to you, his child or her child got born. It could be something like that, like a message from your in-laws. It could be a message from abroad also. Some of you might be starting a new, might be going to college. Okay, doesn't matter how old you are. It might be the first time that you go to college. Sorry. This could also be the beginning, the opening of a court case, maybe connected with children, but not necessarily. Maybe connected with contracts, because I see sadness there in connection with a contract. So some of you might decide to go to court because you don't agree with this new contract. This could be you planning out the trip. You're planning it out. You're buying the trip abroad, because you are you're like in a few months gonna have a vacation, and so you're planning it out. Like you're paying the hotel and the trip and stuff like that. You're planning the trip to go abroad. It could be that. In the 10th house, you got the 5 of Pentacles. Again, the 10th house is connected with money. I'm sorry, it's connected with career and profession. In the 5 of Pentacles tells me that you don't feel great about the money that you earn in connection with your career. At least in March 2017, Pisces, you don't feel great about the money you earn, the money that your career and your profession, in your job, all of that brings you. You feel it's very little. It's not enough. It's keeping you poor. That's how you feel. And then, finally, if you pick the symbol room, the next 2 cards are more relevant for you. In the 11th house, you got the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands, yes. So there's a victory connected with the friendship. So you might be the witness of a friend who is victorious in something. He or she might be promoted. Your friend might be publicly recognized for something that he or she did, in connection with work, in connection with some sort of artistic project, and any other type of thing. Others, it could be that your friend is being really arrogant towards you. It could be that as well. And then finally, in the 12th house, you got the Tower. Now, 12th house is that which is hidden, that comes to light. There's some sort of major change, major transformation in your life now in March 2017, of which you had no idea because it was hidden. And this big transformation that will turn your life upside down will come to light in March 2017. Again, this is for some, not everyone, okay? So I don't know what it is. It could be something connected with your work, and you had no idea that you're going to be paid less, and this will turn your life upside down. Others, it could be something to do with your spouse. Maybe he or she or your long-term partner loses their job, or he or she leaves you. I hope not. Or you are the one who falls in love with a friend, and this is someone who conquered something. Your friend has conquered you. It could be like romantically speaking. A friend has conquered you. is feeling very proud to be with you, or you're feeling very proud to be with this person. So this could be something like that, like a new romance that will turn your life upside down. Your wife or spouse finds out about it, leaves. There's some bigger, major upheaval in your life that might happen in March 2017, Pisces, okay? That will completely change your life. And you had no idea about it. And during sometime in March 2017, this major upheaval will come to light. And that's it, Pisces. This is the reading that I have for you. This is a very general reading. If you'd like a private consultation, please send an email to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to work with you. Bye bye.